Welcome to the dark. I collect stories people don't want to tell. Some are real. Some should have stayed hidden.
Standard school rumors usually cover ghost teachers or hidden tunnels. At Westbrook High, those stories are secondary to a single, specific mandate. If you hear knocking from beneath the floor, never knock back. The sound doesn't come from the walls or the ceiling. It vibrates directly beneath the desks. For decades, the faculty has maintained a coordinated silence, continuing their lessons as if the floorboards weren't shaking. The rumor became a genuine threat in 1994, following the disappearance of night janitor Carl Jensen. Jensen was a man who knew every storage room and utility closet in the building, yet he vanished without a trace during a routine shift. In his final radio transmission to security, Jensen claimed he had found a hidden metal hatch beneath the gym floor. He reported hearing a rhythmic tapping, and before the radio went dead, he whispered a final sentence. Something knocked back. The true danger of the Westbrook legend isn't the story itself, but the physical evidence left behind when someone finally tries to investigate it. After Jensen disappeared, a shared, recurring dream began to spread through the student body. Students who had never met were suddenly describing the exact same location. The dream always features a descent down a claustrophobic concrete staircase. It leads far below the school's foundation, ending at a massive, rust-covered metal door. The surface of the door is covered in deep, heavy dents. From behind the metal, 3 knocks ring out. Then a quiet, deceptively friendly voice asks a single question: "Can you let me out?" These stairs didn't exist in any school guide, but they were becoming more real to the students than the classrooms above. The cycle changed with a student named Ethan Parker. During chemistry class, the rhythmic knocking targeted him specifically, vibrating 3 times directly under his feet. While the rest of the class froze, Ethan reached down and tapped back on the floorboards 3 times. The room went silent. Then the floor responded. The return knocks were no longer muffled thuds. They became deafening, metallic strikes that felt like they were coming from inches away. That night, Ethan's dream changed. The entity behind the metal door was no longer pleading for help. It sounded triumphant, whispering, "You heard me." By answering the sound, Ethan broke the barrier that had kept the anomaly isolated from the surface. Physical anomalies began to appear within the school's layout. New, impossible structures were manifesting where there had previously been only solid walls. Ethan began finding supply closets in empty hallways and narrow staircases tucked behind the library. Each day, these phantom doors appeared closer to his regular route between classes. Ethan found an omitted archival blueprint showing the standard ground floors. But the schematic continued downward, revealing a massive, isolated level labeled Sublevel D. The interior consisted of a single room with 0 exits. The center listed only one word: door. The blueprint suggested that the entire school had been positioned specifically to sit directly on top of that room. 3 weeks later, a building-wide event began. Rhythmic knocking echoed through every classroom simultaneously, and the school's power grid began to fail. The students reported a sound like hundreds of footsteps walking in unison directly beneath the floorboards, pacing back and forth as if searching for a way up. The intercom system activated, playing a voice that mimicked the principal's tone. It calmly announced that the door had almost opened, followed by a final message: "Thank you for answering." Classes were canceled for a week. When students finally returned, the knocking had stopped and the phantom doors had vanished. Ethan Parker had the dream one last time the night before the school reopened. He stood at the bottom of the concrete stairs and watched as the industrial metal door swung open into a pitch-black void. He looked inside the circular room that had been hidden for decades. It was empty. The students no longer have to fear what is trapped beneath the foundations. The real terror is knowing that whatever lived in sublevel D is now walking freely on the surface.